Alrighty guys, today we are going to be talking about the Hellraiser Chatter 1/3 scale statue by PCS here. Don't mind the back here, we are redoing some lights, that's why there's no lighting right here. It's a little work in progress right now, but getting it done. But tonight we're going to be talking about this. Pre-orders pop out tomorrow for this bad boy. It is going to be interesting to see the way that this goes compared to the way the Sideshow and everyone else responded to the Pinhead statue and how well done it did. That's why they're doing this one right now. So this one's going to be interesting. So starting off, let's talk about this. The deluxe edition is the way you're going to be getting the separate arm switch outs and the open mouth portrait right here. And the open mouth portrait has a little bit extra to it. You got the kind of, got a little bit of tongue exposing with it if you want to get some tongue action in there, which is really nice. But I think it's a really done piece. The price point is super healthy for a 1/3 scale statue too. I expect it to be about the same price point as Pinhead. Looking at $14.05 for the deluxe edition. I'm going to expect around the same price point for a Sideshow for this Chatter as well. Maybe a little bit cheaper. But let's look through some photos. So if we're looking at this, we didn't look like we changed much of the base here from the deluxe edition, from Pinhead itself. It looks like it's the same exact base with that. And I'm not mad about that. I know collectors may have a different feeling with that, as I know collectors are 50-50 if you want to keep the same characters, same base, thing like that. But I think with doing a line like this, I think, and especially where these characters came from, they come from the puzzle box. So I think that keeping the puzzle box with all these characters is a very nice touch, and it works. I think that is a very, very well done feature. Looking at some other parts at the suit as well, I think the chain is very well done. The sights are really well done. I'm glad that they keep clean. I'm glad that there is blood on them, and we'll be looking at that in a couple other photos here in just a second here. But I think this is very well done. I think the portrait is well done. The leathering in the suit, but there are some things that I think that need to be worked on, which we will talk about in just a second. But I think it is well done. If you want to do the more museum style pose and can save a couple $100, or go with the deluxe edition and get that open mouth, I think both are great renditions that very well execute the character perfectly. I don't think one or the other is better, or you need one or the other. I think either or would be fine. Here's some closer looks at the weapon itself. It would be nice if this was actual metal, but I understand pricing and everything like that will make it to where you kind of can't do that. But I think the skin texturing on the hand looks great. I like the glove. I like the blood that is seeping through the hand just a little bit here. And I think it looks very well done. Looking at some more photos of the head here, this skin texture looks great. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say this doesn't look good. I think the scarring looks incredible. The wiring pulling his face back, and you can see the scalp missing from the top of his head right over here, which we'll see in some other photos. But I think this is a very well done piece. I think that this shows where PCS can shine in these horror pieces, and they know how to capture that skin texture and that tone very well. You guys can see kind of more of that scalp area right there, which is what I really want them to show more photos of. Don't be afraid to show. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at how well done that is. How the gloss effect on there, and how different it looks from the skin texture, from regular skin to underneath where all your muscle tone is. I hope that production photos and final sample, like when people get these in hands, it looks just like this, because this is incredible. This is the type of quality that PCS needs to be shooting for with all of their pieces, and if we can do this for every one, I don't think people would be pooping on them that much, because look at that. Look at how well done that is, that gloss effect, and you kind of see a little bit of the brain and the skull in there. Oh, it's so well done. I think this is very great. Maybe we could get this pulling just a little bit more if we are going to be nitpicking for things. Just kind of get a little bit more of a pull effect in here. I think this will look even more incredible. But otherwise, I think this is a very well done portrait, and I think that with the deluxe edition with the mouth open, this is going to make it just look even more incredible. Some things I was talking about, some things that did need to be fixed here is right up in here. I do feel like these cuts up in his chest and in his stomach area could be fixed, because if you look at up in here in the neck, they got the scarring really well done, but then you come up into here and it looks just a little bit more rushed. But that's just my opinion. That is just my personal opinion. And that's just what I feel like needs the most work in this piece, is that front area. But otherwise, a very well done piece, and not much that you can complain about. Being a Hellraiser fan as myself, and seeing a company want to tackle these characters, these are incredible. I mean, for the price point for the size that you get with this, 30 by 14 by 14, that is insanely big. That is going to be a great piece in your collection, a great footprint. And especially for people that got the Pinhead as well, this is going to look very well done right next to it. And it makes me definitely want to pre-order both of them to get that horror line kind of going. But, you know, there's a lot of pieces that I want that are coming out within these next couple of years, so it's really hard to kind of pinpoint those exact ones I want, because pricing is ridiculous with this hobby. So you got to pick and choose what you want, you know. But these just look incredible. I mean, like, I'm really glad that if you want to get the deluxe edition and get those, let's look at some couple other photos here. There's a better look at the deluxe edition with the swap out hands, where you kind of get the more with his arm up as well. And then you also will get the more open mouth expression here. You got to get that little bit more of tongue in there, a little bit more look at the teeth here. And I think this little snarl is very well done as well too. So, but like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want one or the other, they're both going to be perfect for the collection. And the fact that we're keeping the 300 edition size for the deluxe edition, same as Pinhead here. It doesn't look like they still don't have any information up on Sideshow's website here for the chatter. So hopefully tomorrow I'll put it in the comments for updated pricing for this once Sideshow puts this on their website. But as of right now, there's no updated info. But that was kind of just my full final thoughts. I kind of wanted everyone to know what I thought about this piece. I'm a really big fan of Hellraiser and Clive Barker. So the fact that we're seeing this in this form, in this size, I love this. I think this could be promising, and this might be the way that PCS can get their name out there again, and get it to where people can want to hopefully one day trust them again, if we can keep quality up like this. Because quality like this, yes, people are willing to pay for it, because this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys are going to be pre-ordering this. Are you guys going to be doing the pre-order tomorrow? Or are you guys going to be waiting a little bit? I know I have a couple of friends that do collect this line, so it's going to be really interesting to see if this is going to be something that they're going to be getting their hands on. So like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I'll see you guys in that next video. It's going to be a really interesting couple of days here. We got a couple videos coming out. We got a video coming out today, tomorrow, and the next day. So we'll see how those go. Got unboxing coming out tomorrow, and then the day after that, we are giving the more updates on the PCS Davy Jones 1/3 scale. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm still doing fine with surgery. I just got out of it yesterday, so I'm feeling good. Not too much pain, which is great. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to go finish up Lights, watch Scary Movie 2, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.